And we're getting a little bit of a break from shoveling as well, and Mother Nature helping to melt some of that slush and ice all over the area. Let's take a look what the temperatures were this morning. Much warmer than yesterday, and this is more typical. These are typical temps for this time of the year in the teens, not the 5 to 20 below that we saw yesterday in some parts across the state. Teens. And wind chills near zero. So the sky is clear once again. You'll start to see some of the sidewalks emerge as that sun is helping to melt some of that, as I mentioned, snow and ice. 31 degrees. It's almost freezing. And the wind speed is almost the same. It is sustained. The constant wind is at 28 miles per hour with winds gusting higher than that. So it's windy and warmer. Just showed you that. Then we are expecting a little bit of light snow tomorrow, late afternoon, evening. Basically some flurries, a dusting of snow is expected. It could create just a little bit of slipping and sliding on side streets, driveways, and sidewalks, but it's not going to amount to be very much. And then for Christmas, it's going to keep warming up that we could actually see some snow changing over to rain later in the afternoon. We're going to have plenty of snow. Even though it's going to start warming up, we're not going to melt all this before Sunday. 29 degrees right now in Milwaukee. That wind is gusty. We're going to stay at 29 throughout the noon hour, and also by 3 o'clock around 31 degrees. So you're seeing a few light snow showers up in the UP. The sky is clear here locally, and the temperatures, they are warming up. Look at La Crosse. La Crosse is at 41 degrees. The entire Midwest and Plain states finally getting that break as that cold Arctic air has been shoved back to the north. We're talking below zero readings across most of Canada, and this is going to recharge, rebuild. It's only late December. You know we're going to get at least one more Arctic outbreak before winter is done. Let's just hope, as I mentioned earlier, not as harsh as this one. It was a shock to the system after how warm it had been. Well, those southwesterly winds are warming us up. They're between 25 and 35 miles per hour. Wind chills with that are still in the teens, but it's better than yesterday at this time when we were seeing wind chills 5, 15, even 20 below zero. It was cold as 30 below yesterday morning. What a change a day makes. We'll get up to around 31. That's normal, a normal day. 29 by 6 o'clock, and a slow descent in those temperatures by midnight will be down to 26, and the wind becomes light overnight as well. I'll show you that on the future forecast. Clear sky, windy conditions this afternoon, and as we go through the overnight hours, winds become much lighter, between 5 and 10. Clouds will start to increase tomorrow morning, and with those clouds, a few flurries and maybe a very brief light snow shower. As I mentioned, just a dusting. Then the winds will shift to the northwest and become just a little bit cooler. But temperatures are going to stay mild for the rest of the week. Saturday, a rare noon game for the Pack, taking on their arch rival, the Vikings, at Lambeau Field. Temperatures look great. 24 at 8 a.m. for the early morning tailgaters. A light southwest wind. It will be mostly cloudy throughout the day. It says light snow there, but it should just be cloudy, and temperatures near the freezing mark. And more importantly, no gusty winds. Let's keep this winning streak going. It's going to be great at Lambeau on Saturday for Christmas Eve. Tomorrow morning, I should say tomorrow afternoon, temperatures will be in the low to mid 30s. So as I mentioned, we keep this little bit of a warming trend going. Your 7-day forecast will be right around the freezing mark for the next couple of days. Yes, we'll melt some snow, but it's not going to melt all of it. We will have a white Christmas. And then on Saturday, 35 degrees. Christmas Day, 40 with a rain-snow mix, and a wintry mix continues on Monday at 34 degrees. We've gone